Welcome. So, you know how we've all kind of been trained to give AI either a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Well, what if that's actually the least effective way to get what you want? Today, we're going to explore how AI understands feedback that goes way beyond just good or bad, and more importantly, how you can use that hidden depth to get some dramatically better results.
Right, if you've ever used an AI tool, you've seen this. It's everywhere. The thumbs up, the thumbs down, it's the universal sign for I liked it or I didn't. But what if I told you that this super simple choice is actually holding back what AI can do for you? I mean, is this binary feedback really the only language these incredibly powerful tools can understand?
And that question leads us straight into what I like to call the thumbs up problem. It really gets to the core of why our chats with AI can sometimes feel so frustrating or just miss the mark entirely. So, for most of us, this is the mental model, right? We type in our prompt, the AI spits out a response, and then we judge it. It's a really simple loop based on reinforcement learning. And to be totally clear, it does work, but it's also incredibly limiting.
Here's the heart of the issue. We're using what's called low-resolution feedback. And think about it for a second. If you ask an AI to write something, and you just click good, what did it actually learn from that? Was the logic brilliant? Was it the structure, the tone, maybe the formatting? The AI has no idea, zero clue, what specific part of its response made you happy.
And this, right here, just perfectly illustrates the difference. On the left, you've got a simple judgment. It's basically a grade. But on the right, you have direction. That's not grading, that's coaching. High-resolution feedback like this is specific. It's actionable. It doesn't just tell the AI that it did a good job, it explains why it was good and how to do it again.
Which brings us to probably the most important insight we're going to talk about. AI is completely 100% capable of understanding this kind of detailed, high-res feedback. The limitation isn't the technology itself, it's how we've all been taught to use it.
Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. The AI systems we're using every single day aren't designed to only get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. The real bottleneck isn't the AI's brain power, it's the interface, and frankly, the habits we've all picked up.
So how in the world does this work? Well, under the hood, an AI model isn't just thinking in terms of on or off, 0 or 1. It represents every single word, every sentence, every concept as a point in this massive multidimensional space. The easiest way to picture it is like a giant map where all the related ideas are clustered close together. So when you give feedback like, make this more structured, you're not just shouting into the void. You are providing a really rich, directional signal. You're essentially pointing on that giant map of ideas and telling the model, hey, move from this point over to that point. And that is a signal it is perfectly built to understand.
Okay, so if the AI is this capable, you're probably wondering, then why is the thumbs up system so darn common? And the answer lies in this really crucial difference between how an AI model is trained in the first place versus how we talk to it in a live conversation. You see, when these huge AI models are being built, they're often trained using a method called reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF for short. And look, to train a model on literally billions of data points, you need a system that can scale. Having humans just pick which of two responses is better is a super fast and efficient way to do that. It's a practical choice for training on a massive, massive scale.
But, and this is a big but, that efficiency comes with a price tag. Compressing all that feedback into a simple score or a ranking completely throws away the why. It tells the model that one response was better, but it gives it none of the detailed reasons. It totally removes the very direction we've been talking about.
And this chart just lays it out beautifully. You've got two different worlds of AI learning happening. On the left, you have that slow, permanent learning that happens during training. That's what builds the next version of the model. But on the right, that's where you have the power. That's interaction time adaptation. This is where the model uses your specific, rich instructions to adjust its behavior on the fly right now in your current chat.
So what does all this mean for you right now? It means it is time to change your approach. You gotta stop being a judge with a big thumbs up button and start being a guide. Honestly, this is your new superpower.
This is the absolute perfect way to think about it. You don't need to praise it or get mad at it like you would a person, but you also shouldn't treat it like a vending machine where you put in one coin, your one prompt, and just expect a perfect result to pop out. It's a system that's designed to be guided.
This visualizes that mental shift perfectly. The old way is a one-shot deal. You ask, it answers, done. The new, much more powerful way is this iterative loop. You interact, you give specific feedback, the AI refines its output, and the whole thing gets better.
It's a conversation, not just a command.
So here's how you can actually put this into practice. Start your conversation like you normally would. But then, instead of just saying that's wrong, tell it why it's wrong and give it clear instructions. Things like, rephrase that but in a more formal tone, or summarize these key points in 3 bullet points. You will literally see the model adapt right before your eyes.
And once you start interacting this way, you're going to realize your role has fundamentally changed. You're not just asking questions anymore, you are actively shaping the AI's output. You've made the leap from just prompting to actually teaching.
This is the key takeaway, right here. The AI is not looking for a pat on the back. It's an incredibly powerful pattern-matching engine that absolutely thrives on clear, structured instructions. Your job isn't to be a judge, it's to be a fantastic director.
And there's even a name for this new way of thinking, AI Goji. It's this cool blend of AI and pedagogy, which is just the art of teaching. And it's this simple but really powerful idea that we get way better results when we treat our interactions as little teaching moments, guiding the AI toward the exact outcome we're looking for.
So, when you boil it all down, the problem was never that AI can only think in numbers. The problem is that we so often choose to give it feedback that's been stripped of all its meaning and, well, reduced to a single, simple number. And that leaves us with this final, really empowering thought. The quality of an AI's response is often just a mirror reflecting the quality of your guidance. So the next time you use an AI, remember this. Don't just prompt it, teach it. Because if you give it structure, it will respond with structure.